Hi, this is Mary Pettersen with Shaw TV and Mike Spencer, who's going to tell us all about some of the NorVa events happening at Culture Days 2017. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mary. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. So what is happening at NorVa?
Well, for NorVa, we've got our standard guest artist who we're bringing up. So this year is going to be Michael Boss, and he's bringing an exhibition called Icons. So that's going to be very interesting. And then and he'll have a talk on the Saturday, but that exhibition will start in September and run throughout most of October as well.
Okay.
So there's plenty of time for people to come and see that. But at Culture Days on the Saturday, we'll have Michael Boss in person to do an artist talk. And then on the Sunday, we will have our crowd favorite Pictures at an Exhibition.
Okay. And is that with the Hapnot students?
No, Pictures at an Exhibition is Mark Colt.
Okay.
And he plays musical improvisations or responses to visual artworks. And he usually brings a guest in too, but I don't know who the guest is yet this year. It's still a secret.
So I'm just trying to think how this unfolds. Like he just sees a picture and just goes for it?
Well, we usually give him a pick or two, but
Okay.
then we always hand it out to the audience and have people at the event pick something. And
Some fans.
they're excited.
Yeah.
They're excited for the art, just like me.
Yeah.
So at the event, we'll have people picking pictures, and Mark
Yeah.
will improvise and sort of use his knowledge of musical history and art history and come up with something. It's always very exciting to see it sort of unfold in person, and it's also very interesting sometimes because we'll have an artist there, and so then the artist after the musical response can give their take on that.
Wow, that is really interesting. So like kind of how the music portrayed their own artwork.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if it sort of captured the feeling that they were going for.
Yeah.
We'll also have our annual Square Foot Fundraiser on.
Okay.
So that'll start on the 26th of September, and it'll run throughout Culture Days all the way up till the 15th of October.
And what is that?
So that's a fundraiser that we do at the NorVa Center each year, and so it's an exhibition and auction, and it's open to anybody who wants to take part. And so the only stipulation is they bring us an artwork that's 1 square foot, and so we have a massive grid of somewhere around 100 different artworks, and so all different styles: painting and drawing and photography, anything you can think of. And we've been getting a little bit looser with the square foot stipulations. So last year I think I got a pie as a prize. So
Interesting. Okay.
you never know what you're going to find,
Yeah.
but there's something for everybody. And so there's often pictures from that get chosen for the Pictures at an Exhibition as well. So there's plenty to choose from, and a huge array of things to see.
And so all of this will be up for a few months at NorVa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, everything will be up before Culture Days, and it'll be up throughout Culture Days. And like I said, the Square Foot ends on October 15th. That's when we'll have our final auction. So during the exhibition, there will be a silent auction, so people can come in and bid on pieces that they like in a silent auction style. And on the 15th of October, we'll have a live auction, and people can come in and ensure that they get that special piece that they need.
Okay, cool. So you're a really busy guy this Culture Days, and you're also in the Wild Things Market. So what is your booth there? What's happening there?
Well, there I'm being an artist. At NorVa, I'm an arts administrator, but I'm also an artist. And so at the Wild Things, I get to be myself and be an artist. And so I'm going to be doing a raku pottery demonstration, which is very exciting. It's sort of your impatient pyromaniacs pottery.
Okay.
It's very exciting. Unlike other pottery, where the potter will make a form, put glaze on it, and then put it in the kiln and fire it, and then just turn the kiln off, and it'll cool down, and then you empty it out and you have pottery. In raku pottery, we put our glaze on our piece, we put it into the kiln, and then when it's glowing orange and hot, we get the tongs out and we dig it out of the kiln, and we put it in a burn barrel. It's called a reduction bin, and we burn sawdust or paper, some kind of fuel around it, and that produces all kinds of interesting surface effects on the pot.
Okay, cool. And do you use a wheel or you just use your hands for a raku?
Well, you can do either. When you're building the pot, you can throw it on a wheel, and that's mostly what I do. But it's just as easy to do hand building stuff. Yeah. And speaking of hand building, we are going to also have a little booth set up alongside for the Flin Flon Pottery Club.
Okay.
And we will have Pottery Club members there challenging people to build little coil pots.
Okay.
And so people will be able to come down and get their hands dirty and try it out for themselves.
Oh, that's fun. So people can actually give it a go and see if they like it, and maybe check out NorVa and see if they want to take a class.
You bet. Maybe even join the Pottery Club.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, any last comments about Culture Days? Maybe an event you're looking forward to?
Oh, well, my dance card is pretty full at this point, so
not much time.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's always a great event, and I'm looking forward to the Wild Rice, the big concert that happens.
Me too.
Because we always will do our live painting during the concert,
okay.
So that's something that we'll try and do again this year.
And sorry, how does that work again, the whole live painting? Like, do you have select people who can come up, or how does that work?
Well, we usually use mostly NorVa member artists, but we'll also bring up our visiting artist. So
Okay.
Michael Boss will help us as well this year, and we do invite people in the audience to come up. We sort of have a do no harm rule, so.
Okay.
If you're unsure, it's okay to poke away, and we'll tell you if you're ruining things.
So you'll be like, sit back down, you're not good enough.
We'll give you a dry brush.
Okay.
Just let you.
That's a good idea. No hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Mike, for sitting down with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.